I've set up my Rivian in order to go out camping, overlanding. I've even set it up for search and rescue, and I also use it for my business, which is a real estate photography business. I kind of want to go over everything that I've done since December of last year into now, because in the next couple days, a few things are going to be changing. Let's talk about everything from the interior to the exterior to the camper to the frunk. Maybe you can get some ideas from it. Let's go. I mean, just looking at it, it's just so beautiful. But it's amazing how it can go from this to this. Now, this is my full setup right now. Now, it may be missing some things that I don't bring with me on a day-to-day, like my battery banks. But this is a majority of the stuff that I typically bring with me when I'm out and about, work, off-road, and everything like that. Let's go ahead and start with the front and the frunk. But I'm a little short, so we're actually just going to put it in lowest mode. So it doesn't look like I'm like, what do you call that? Yeah. Let's check everything out from left to right in the frunk. So I actually bought the Rivian off-road kit just to test it out to see how I like it in comparison to my Warren off-road kit. I really like that it did come with shackles. It comes with a really nice bag. It comes with a tree saver, factor 55 long tow rope. It's not one of the elastic ones, but I also have one of those. I don't want to call it elastic. It's one of the snatch ropes is what I call it. But this is very good. I've used it several times to pull people out of ditches. It even comes with some gloves too. Or these, I don't know. These might actually came from my other kit, because these are Warren. Everything in here is factor 55. So, to be honest, I'm not too sure. But I'll put a link for you guys to check it out. All the gear that I will be talking about today will have its own link in the comments below. Some of it will be Amazon affiliate links, but a majority of it isn't. I just use that. Anything I make off of Amazon to try to buy more gear so that I can test it out for you guys. But if not, I just buy it anyways. Now, glue tread is amazing because this is how you are going to repair your tire if you have a sidewall gash. They definitely have showcased some pretty amazing. This is for like if you have a puncture in the middle of the tire, little things that you stick into the puncture. This is the sidewall. And a few other things in here too, which is real nice. And then you even have emergency valve stems right there for you. Say like if you accidentally hit that on a rock or something and it busts. Another thing I keep in here too is my charger for my flashers. I use amber flashers that are magnetic, and they are used for whenever I'm doing search and rescue inside cities, so that people just don't think I'm slow rolling through their neighborhood and like up to no good, you know. All right, up next has been with me for a pretty long time, and it's my Gerber axe. Now, is it the best axe in the world? No, but it's the axe that I have, and it is good for chopping wood. I mean, just really anything. It's pretty sharp, has a nice sheath. Yeah, I keep an axe and I keep a saw. My saw should be somewhere. Next up are my two ARB bags. One thing I really like about these, it's like a wax canvas, but it's awesome because you could put it on the ground and don't have to worry about it, you know, getting wet, because this helps keep it out, and so does the plastic. Now, the zippers are really strong, durable. In here, I keep emergency toilet paper, a flashlight, tent stakes, some more soft shackles, some 550 cord, flashlight, some books, a notebook, a scarf if I need it, some duct tape, all-weather matches, storm matches, whatever you want to call it, some Gorilla Tape if you just need a smaller roll. This is a nice furnace, so say like if you ever just need a small little fire to heat something up, you can use this. You can use it with sticks, or you can use it with their fuel that comes with it, but you could just put a cup on top of it and heat you up a can of soup. Fire starter, flint and steel. I have several throughout the car, just in case if I need to grab it, I can. I got a couple in my bags. Got a poncho, Allen key set, some more matches. These things do work very well. My little fun combo that I use with these is either I use these little fire starters and those matches, or Doritos. This little section, it's more of my medical kit, like stuff that I really won't use all the time. So I got trauma packs, which is quick clot. If you know about quick clot, if you throw it onto an area to where you're bleeding or whatnot, it's going to stop it. And it's basically something to do with crabs and their shells. And you squish it up and throw it into a bloody area, and it will stop the bleed. And if not, keep packing. So I got 2 packs of those. I got some random iodine alcohol pads, some calamine lotion in case I get bit by mosquitoes out there, some Neosporin, some medical tape, and some gloves. Now this is like a medical kit that I don't touch as much. I have 3 other medical kits in here. One in my go bag, another in my bigger bag. Like if I need to leave the vehicle for 3-4 days, it's in there. I have one in my door, and then one that goes into my anytime I get out of the vehicle bag, and that's for whenever I'm doing search and rescue. So I'm well suited in that area. But the funny thing is like I either know how to put on a band-aid or a tourniquet. I don't know in between. Like I don't. Oh, you got a boo-boo? You got a boo-boo? Throw some tape on it. Inside this one, I got more of recovery gear. I got a ARB tire pressure sensor. Next, I got some more ratchet straps in here. I call this a snatch block. Basically, you just hook it up to your receiver, and your soft shackles work very well in here so that you're not worrying about launching some hooks straight at your car in case something doesn't work. I do have a D-ring in here. This has been with me since Iraq. I got the tow hitch receiver pins in here. I even have a locking one in here that, since I don't rock it that much, I don't really keep it. I also keep some random D-rings too, some bungee cords in case I need to strap anything down, ear pro whenever I am out shooting, and then my NACS adapter anytime I go to a Tesla supercharger that needs an adapter. So yeah, that's in my 2 ARB bags. I have one other one that I don't really use just yet, but I will. Now, one problematic thing that we have with the Rivian is that we really don't have an availability for a winch. I think one company's coming out with a winch and a battery backup for it. But if you are in dire need to get out and you have no reception, you have no way to get away from your vehicle, you're so far away from society to where you're just all like, I gotta get out. This piece of equipment will help you, but it is going to take forever to get out of your predicament. And that is a come-along winch. Now, come-along winches, you'll hook it up, everything's good, your winch wires in here, and so you hook this end to your vehicle or to the rope or whatnot, and you are manually opening and closing this, and you're moving maybe an inch, 2 inches at a time. It's a last-ditch effort, and once an actual winch comes out for this vehicle, I will more than likely be getting that so that I don't have to worry about getting stuck out there and having to the entire time. Another nice thing that I have here is like a shop light. It's charged by USB-C. It telescopes up to like 6 feet. It's pretty nice. It gives me some good light around the camp at night. And if I need to, I can plug it into my car and charge it. But by the time, if this ends up going out and if it ends up running out of battery, it's time to go to bed. Another thing too is a nice Columbia blanket. Either you want to sit on the ground, or if you need to, just sit around the picnic area, you can use this. In the back of the truck, you can use this. You can use it if you're cold or whatnot. Folds up kind of nice. I actually got 2 or 3 of these, and so Costco had them for like 20 bucks or something like that, so I had to get them. All right, we are required to have a safety helmet for whenever we do any kind of helicopter ops or ATV riding and stuff like that. This is good for right now. I'm going to be picking up another one, but until then, my noggin is secure like this. I mean, it's not really secure. It's not, this isn't how it's supposed to be sitting on my head, but you get what I mean. All right, next up is a pot and a kettle. This normally has some more stuff in it, but I found myself only using this for like soup and everything like that. And this is for whenever I don't know, need to melt some ice or something, or need to cook a big meal for everybody. Oh my, you're still following me. I got in them just in case if I'm cold or if someone else is cold around me. Throughout the car, throughout my bags, I have extra cold weather gear. I don't have my full winter cold weather gear just yet. That's because it's like 90 degrees right now, and I'm kind of warm. This is my air mattress blower upper mechanically. You know, you're gonna have to squeeze it, and it's gonna take a while for you to do it. I have a USB powered one. It works great. This is for pure emergencies if it runs out of battery or something. Now, this is not something I recommend everybody to do, but I have an extra tent, a 2-person dome tent, just in case if I have to leave the vehicle at any time, and say like I get into an accident, I get a rollover, I can't get into the back of the Super Pacific. While I'm waiting for a rescue or anything like that, or I'm trying to get someone warm and everything because, you know, the vehicle just isn't working anymore, we can be inside this tent. I could be inside this tent, and we'll be safe from the elements for the most part. So this is a Max Track synthetic rope, I guess you could call it. I'm drawing a blank on what it's actually called, but this is the one kind of things to where you kind of get a nice running start and then pull someone, because it is stretchy. Unlike the static rope that's in there, you don't want to do that. You just want to pull. But for this will apply more pressure that will allow you to pull out something heavier like another Rivian instead of just that static tow rope. I have a water bladder in here just in case if I need to fill this up at campsites or whatnot. I typically bring a 2-gallon thing of water with me so that whenever I'm at camp or out doing whatever, I can fill up my Camelback or whatnot for whenever I get out of the vehicle. But this is good around the camp if you need it. It's super cheap. A lot of the stuff that I do buy is pretty cheap, and so you don't need to spend a whole lot in order to get what you need. And here I got some more ratchet straps, and then underneath I have my charger, both my level 2 charger and another adapter in there. So yeah, that's my Frunk. It's kind of nice to have this because I try to put all this gear inside my Tacoma and it doesn't fit. My entire back seat is completely full. But let's go ahead and go to the back. So on the back, I used to have an iCamper, and that was with my first gen silver, LA Silver, but now I have this Super Pacific X1, and it is night and day. It is amazing. I love this thing. I've gone, I think, 25 nights so far between search and rescue training, going out to the Pacific Ocean and doing some community service, cleaning up the beaches out there, to just getting out and just, you know, having a nice night in the mountains, in the snow, next to a river or something. But it keeps you warm, it keeps you dry, and it has been amazing. So in the back, I keep a chair with me. It's just a really cheap Walmart chair that I've had for like 20 years, I swear. I do have Max Tracks. I did upgrade my Max Tracks from my Smithy's built traction boards because these are a lot better. My Smithy's failed me, and that's just because I was too tilted to the back and the front tires just weren't getting any traction, and the back could not get any traction. Right here is my sand dune flags. That actually goes all the way up here whenever I am out at the dunes. That is fence hardware. You know what? Don't knock it until you try it. But it works for both that and my VHF radio. In that black and yellow container right there is where all my sleeping stuff is. So like my pillow and my sleeping bag and blanket is in there. The reason why it's in there, as you can tell, there's a bunch of dust that gets back here. Even with the Super Pacific, when this tailgate is up, dust still comes in. There is workarounds, there is ways to fix that, but I don't have that right now. So it stays dusty, at least during the summer. These two little bags right here, this one is more of my camp bag that I will throw in whenever I need it, with a bunch of emergency stuff in there too, and my to-go bag for like 2 or 3 days away from the vehicle. Like if I really need to get away from the vehicle for a while, I'm bringing this bag. It has extra clothing, it has lighting, it has matches, it has food, it has everything inside of there. As for this bag, I have a nice portable solo stove, so if I need some fire whenever it is really smoky out and it is very dry, you want to keep your fire contained into here. Got some glow sticks, got some more tape, some hydrogen peroxide down there, some earplugs, another kettle. I got some road flares, some bowls in case I need to eat. These little things are pretty amazing. They are road flashers, and so you can tie them together, you can throw them and everything like that. So say like if I need, to mark something on the road so that people don't run it over, I can use this. I got field tape to where we need to mark things out in the field and annotate it in our notes so that people can find it. It's easy to see, it's high vis. Got some more fire starter right here, some Bic highlighters, some of the tape fell out, some more 550 cord. This is my old one from Iraq. They were sent to us a while ago. This was probably 06. Oh, does it still work? I know in my last video it worked. Yep, it still kind of works. That's crazy. Got some more food in here, bottles of water if I need, some batteries, some seasoning, zip ties, a book. You guys seen that several times in the past of that book. But yeah, this, oh, and a life straw. You never know whenever you need a life straw. Costco had these, so it was like 3 for like 30, so I bought that pack. And they are in this bag, and my other smaller to-go bag too. I think, yep, my other little hand axe is in here too, which is nice. These are little tie downs also. Got some Energizer batteries in there. Somehow this is still on. And I even got some safety glasses in case I need it. This knife has also been with me since Iraq. In my last video, I've told you about it. I went to Supply and asked for a little pocket knife, and they give me this thing. Again, I still want to go to Benchmade so that they can check it out. This thing is over 20 years old, but it has been solid and it has been with me for a while. So some canned heat, just in case if I need to heat something up and it's wet outside. It's not wet right now, but if it is wet outside, I could just use this to heat me up a can of soup or anything like that, some hot cocoa or something if I need. I also carry a set of bolt cutters just in case if I need it for search and rescue reasons, say like if I need to get past a wire to get to a person, to a subject. Yeah, they're small. They're not going to cut big things, but they'll cut some wires. Up top, I have the gear loft for the Super Pacific and an X-Pad mattress, which I have. Well, it's the one from my iCamper. They also sell it with the X-Pad. I just told them not to give me it because I already had it. And yeah, so now I've just been using that. I might be upgrading it to the Hest though. So now this handy dandy little thing, let's go ahead and close this. This right here is a Truma propane heater. Now, Super Pacific gave it away when I was ordering, which in fact they're actually doing another giveaway right now. If you order a Super Pacific now, you can get a free Truma heater. This thing heats up very well. The heat goes up, you're nice and warm inside. I've only used it once. I sleep very, very warm. So with my iCamper blanket, I really don't need that. And if it is like negative degrees outside, I'm probably not going to be camping. But combine that, the iCamper blanket with the Truma heater, I'm going to be nice and warm. And the one nice thing too is it has a quick release so that, say like something happens right here or I just need to get away, I can quick release and so I don't have to screw it, unscrew it, and worry about propane going around everywhere. So one of the major things that I did first when I first got the vehicle within the first week is that I brought it in to go get a paint protection film put on. If you see, I like to scratch up my vehicle. And With heat, it typically heals itself, unless it's like a deep, deep scratch. But like right here, no, this will be fine. This will be fine and dandy. But it is by Steck, and it is their matte paint protection film. Basically, it's clear, but it is matte. So it will take any color and make it a matte color. So if you have a matte yellow, or if you have a yellow, it'll make it matte yellow. This is originally black, and so now it is matte black, and it has been great. We even put some on some PPF. It's not the matte, but we put it on the headlights just to give it a little bit more protection. But if you look here, this is probably warranty work right here. I need to go in and make them replace that for me. Another thing on the outside, Super Pacific just came up with this fairing, because as you can tell, there is a nice gap between the Super Pacific and the top of the Rivian. I like it because under 65, it gets me above 2 miles to kilowatt hours again. But over 65 into 70, I'm dropping down to 1.5. Now, I don't want to blame that fairing. It does get loud, but since I drive below 65 most of the time, I really like it. Now, I may be taking a page from Rivian Dreams and put a roof rack up there with a light bar, but we will see. Until then, this is what I'm rocking. I just did a review on the Toyo tires. I will link it right above for you to check out. But these have been amazing tires. If you're looking for 20s and are really good non-puncture, like they do not puncture as much as what the Pirellis do. I hate the Pirellis, even though I just ordered some Pirellis, but I ordered the XTMs and they should be beefier. But these guys, great in the snow, rain, ice, everything that I have thrown it. Even mud, except for that one time. But that was a user error versus the tires. Now, if I don't like the Pirellis, I am going straight back to the Toyos. I was worried about the Toyos. I didn't think I was going to like the Toyos, but here we are. I love the Toyos. Let's talk about the wheels. The wheels are technically HRE, kind of, but they're not. I think that they are like third shift HRE wheels. When I bought them, they told me that they were HREs, but they don't make them in our size unless there's a custom size. I didn't pay HRE custom size prices, so I bought it from someone else. And I'm pretty sure if they are HREs, they are definitely third shifter HREs. But they have like HRE in there. Like, it's engraved. So I don't know. And those center caps feel just like HRE center caps with it in lifted and everything like that. So I don't know. I typically don't like fake wheels at all, but these have worked. I am noticing some chips in the powder coating, so it may not be up to the same quality that HRE normally is. Would I recommend them? Sure, but I bought some one-offs. I only know one other person, and the person who recommended me these wheels recommended them. So there's 2 sets out there. I wonder if HRE would do a custom set for me. That'd be kind of cool. Now, in my last setup, in my gear tunnel, I had the camp kitchen, but I do not have the camp kitchen anymore. Oh, one nice thing about the Super Pacific, I can still access my gear tunnel this way. Now, this is the RMAX slide. It's a dual slide, both sides comes out. I really like it because it puts my Pro Eagle jack on here. The one downside that I hated about it, and I can't get them to admit their mistake, is that I had to do custom holes, even though on the website it says it has custom holes for putting it in, but they told me that it was the people who make Pro Eagle jacks, the holder, that it was their custom holes and not custom holes for this. I'm like, then why is it on your website? That being said, I have the Pro Eagle in here. This thing has been used several times to help save Pirellis. I think I've helped about 4 sets of Pirelli tires who have had flats or blowouts. Just not, well, Chad, you guys seen Chad. This thing is nice, but I will say the Badlands jack works just as well. If you can get yourself a mount for it, that would be nice. One thing I wouldn't mind seeing is if I can come back here and get the decked And if I can put the decked system back here and put the Pro Eagle back in here, I can free this up for another storage container, possibly. But most of the time, I don't pay attention to this unless I actually need it. But when I need it, and it's lovely to have. Now let's go to the other side of something that I use all the time too. And people are like, why are you bringing that with you? How are you going to repair your Rivian? Half the time whenever I'm on trails, I am not repairing my Rivian. I am helping other vehicles who have broken down. And people will be like, my Toyota would never break down. I brought a Tacoma from the top of Stampede's Pass attached to my front bumper because I was acting as an anchor because they broke down. Yes, vehicles break down, and I'm the kind of person who will help. If we are on a group run, I will be the person to stay back with the people who are broke down and either get them to the main road to where they can get a tow truck or help them fix whatever is wrong. So that's one reason why I bring this with me all the time. And I say bring it with me all the time as if I could just pop it out at any time. I could, but I really don't want to. But this is my toolbox. When I use this a lot is for my actual business, and that is real estate photography. Sometimes real estate agents needs a tool to fix whatever is wrong inside the house. On top of that, whenever I am out working on something, say on the Super Pacific or something, I can easily reach into my toolbox and grab whatever I need. Now, another thing too that I keep with is my pucks and some extra gloves, some extra cordage if I need, another locking hitch lock, and then a hammer if I need to hammer things. I got some more safety glasses, some tools in here, and some more attachments for my Super Pacific. This is the R-Max gear slide right here. I actually love it versus the camp kitchen. That being said, I typically bring the burner part of the camp kitchen and put it right there and just plug it in and make my dinner here on the tailgate, because the burner still works and it can still plug into everything too, so might as well keep using it. Inside here I got my air hose, which is nice. Anytime you go off-road, you want to refill your air with your onboard air compressor. All right, let's take a gander in the back seat. It's a bit of a mess right now because I have some of my work gear in here. This is my cameras and stuff. It's funny, I have all my cameras, but I use my DJI Osmo more than anything. I keep an extra jacket back here. My search and rescue vest, I actually need to clean this up just a little bit. I have a refrigerator right there. It's a little set power refrigerator. Love it. It works for what I need. It is not good for 2 to 3 days. It's good for 1, maybe 2 days. But it is small. Got my tripod back here. We got my dog hammock carrier, which has lasted through several vehicles, or several dogs between 2 of my vehicles. Again, some water that I carry with me. Let's see if I can easily look into here and show you guys. Yep, there we go. So this is my solid state battery, which is powering my VHF radio. I've been on several missions so far and using it for 2 to 3 hours, and it only went down 2 to 3%, which is really nice, and that's with it being in standby too. We are going to fix this and make it look a lot nicer and maybe utilize the space a little bit better. But these are some of the magnetic flashers that I have that go right up here to some fence hardware. So that way I could be seen at night. I do have some flashers that I'm going to be mounting possibly to the top up there. And so then that way we'll be able to see me whenever. But yeah, this is a good temporary fix for right now. Here I have some more medical equipment, some gauze, these little puck lights also that are magnetic. I can put it up wherever I need to. These are mainly for my Super Pacific, but it's definitely another D-ring back here. I also have the Rivian all-weather mats, and I really like them. Some people don't. They want WeatherTex or something like that, but I like the plastic fill, the rubber fill. They're easy to take out and spray if you need to, which is nice. The front up here I have the scarf that Claire, which is a Rivian service advisor, she knitted that for me, which was so nice of her. Down below here in the cubby hole is where I temporarily have my radio mounted, or not really mounted, just held here. When I need, I could just plug it in. I could put it onto the seat over there. Got extra headlamp and a flashlight right there. But truth be told, honestly, I use this flashlight so much in comparison to my other flashlights that I have. Those are just USB powered backup ones if I need. I also have the hand warmer in here. I have the Rivian first aid kit right here for the dog, animals or whatnot. So if Maple ever gets injured, I can use that on her. I do have some jerky in case I need a little snack to get Maple back in. This is my maple drawer. As for the passenger side, it really isn't too much. I do have my radio that will go up here, and my antenna that will go up here. So I have two antennas right now. I actually lost this one in my last search. Don't know if someone took it off, but then one of the other guys gave me this one to use temporarily, so I got to give it back to him. In here is my Fantic vacuum. Great little USB powered vacuum if you need to just clean up something. If you just need to clean up something real quick, this is very handy. I have a knife from SOG and a little shovel from SOG if I need also. This was also a little pack from Costco that I use. Then I think, yep, some hand warmers also. Now on this side, again, this is my little refrigerator in here. Need to clean that out, but I'll plug it in whenever I need it. Like whenever I don't, I just have it out. I should probably just leave it in my garage, honestly. This is my to-go pack with everything. This is a little Subaru first aid kit. But this is my go pack for whenever I need to get out of the vehicle and actually help somebody. It has my navigation, everything else like that that I need. This is the big first aid kit that usually hangs out in the bag in the back, but whenever I'm doing marathon help, that's the bag that I'll take with me. So whenever the runner's trip, fall, whatever I need to, I got most of the stuff that I need in here. And again, some more duct tape and dude wipes. It helps your butt. So this is my basic setup for whenever I go out camping or any other kind of search and rescue stuff. I can dive deeper into the Super Pacific, which I have a plan on to give you guys a full rundown with it. I can give you a rundown on all my search and rescue equipment that I am mandated to actually carry. And coming up in November will be my 1-year anniversary with this vehicle. So those are a few videos that I got coming up. So if you have any questions about this, I will have as much description below of the items that I'm using. But yeah, thanks for sticking around this long. Hopefully this gave you some kind of ideas on how to work with your storage. But I am going to be changing up a few things on here, from the wheels and tires. I have rock sliders. I put rock sliders on my first gen. They were great. I got some extra ones for the second gen. I have them, I just haven't put them on. I might be getting the deck system. I don't know how exactly I want to do that. I do have a camp kitchen now that can be sitting in the back. I just need to figure out how to tie it down and a few other things. So changes are coming, and that's why I wanted to get down and show you guys this right now. So you guys have a great day. Let me know if you have any ideas for me on how to solve any of my issues. Or hey, Dom, try this out. I would love to hear from you down below. Take care, guys. One thing I forgot to mention is my 2-packs back here, and that is for a quick first aid kit. I could just unzip it and pull it out. And over here is my Starlink. I don't always carry this with me, but I do whenever I go off-road or to do any kind of search and rescue missions. Yeah, so very useful for us out in the field.